The 2020 election is only 3 weeks away, and a lot of focus is on the presidential race. However, this is only one box on the Arizona ballot. Other important factors that voters get a say in are the state initiatives that affect Arizona's economy and numerous down-ballot political leaders. Let's start with two statewide propositions on the ballot, 207 and 208. A yes vote on Proposition 207 would support legalization of recreational marijuana use for adults 21 and over. The state would regulate the sale and have a 16% tax. A no vote on Proposition 207 opposes the ballot initiative and keeps recreational marijuana use illegal under state law, but medicinal use would remain legal. Advocates of Proposition 207 cite that it would provide needed revenue in a variety of areas. It would also help to fix the issue of people of color being disproportionately hurt by illegal marijuana laws. An Arizona Department of Revenue fiscal analysis shows the tax could generate $166 million in annual revenue. 33% of that revenue would be for community colleges, 31.4% for police and fire departments, 25.4% for transportation, 10% for health and criminal justice, and 0.2% to the state's Attorney General for enforcement of the age limit in public use. However, critics of the proposition say that it would lead to an increase in youth smoking marijuana and impaired drivers. Health groups such as the Arizona Medical Association say there isn't enough concrete evidence on the health impacts of marijuana to make a decision this year. Now, let's look at Proposition 208. A yes vote on this initiative would add a 3.5 percentage point tax on incomes above $250,000 for individuals and $500,000 for married couples to fund education. A no vote opposes this initiative and keeps the current taxes and education funding the same. The Joint Legislative Budget Committee estimates that 50% of the money would go to hiring and raises toward teachers and staff, 25% would go to raises towards student support like bus drivers and aides, 12% would go to the career training programs, and 3% would go toward expanding the Arizona Teachers Academy and providing scholarships and tuition waivers for young, aspiring teachers. The Department of Revenue Analysis speculates the revenue could be upwards of $827 million, but revenue could still potentially be moved out of state. Opponents of the bill claim it will tax small businesses because some businesses are taxed as individuals rather than corporations. They see this proposition as an unnecessary burden on those being taxed, especially during the pandemic. Arizona voters also get a say in down-ballot elections on November 3rd, which have ramifications for the state and country as a whole. The U.S. Senate race is a special election held to finish the last 2 years of the late Senator John McCain's term. Martha McSally, Republican, is the incumbent. She was appointed to McCain's empty seat in 2019 by Governor Doug Ducey. Mark Kelly is the Democratic challenger. If Kelly wins, Arizona law dictates that he can be sworn into the Senate as soon as November 30th instead of January. This is assuming all votes are canvassed properly and there are no legal challenges to his victory. This would add one more Democratic seat to the current Senate. This could provide a significant swing if the Senate votes to confirm Trump's new Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett. Kelly has openly expressed that the Senate should wait until the next presidential term to vote on the Supreme Court justice. Another down-ballot local leader up for re-election is the Maricopa County Sheriff Paul Penzone. Penzone defeated long-running Sheriff Joe Arpaio in 2016. In 2020, he is being challenged by Republican Jerry Sheridan. Penzone has spent the past 4 years largely dismantling Arpaio's policies, and he is campaigning on improving community relations with law enforcement. Sheridan is campaigning with a focus on drugs and sex trafficking, but is also currently distancing himself from Arpaio and his policies. If you're voting by mail, the Maricopa County Recorder's Office recommends dropping it off at least 6 days before the election. If you are voting in person, be safe and practice social distancing.